Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest Champion's Reign with Seraph. We are still living out her last days right now in her 8th year, but she is hanging in there, and she's doing a good job keeping the remainder of her pups alive. It's been a long journey for her, and I keep feeling like we're getting closer and closer to the end in every single episode that I record. But there's also a part of me that still wonders if maybe she'll make it to age 9. So let's go ahead and check on these pups and see how they're doing. They're already eating fresh meat. We've got ungulates for them to eat. And we're really only waiting on Blue, Mink, and Molly to get to 15 pounds. Oh, and Leonard. Or Leonard, however you prefer. I've heard that it's pronounced Leonard, but I've also been told that Leonard sounds really cool. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to how you feel like it should be pronounced. But yes, we're just waiting on those pups to grow up, and then we get to move to the rendezvous site. But Seraph still has plenty of energy, and she's thinking that she needs to go and strengthen territory. None of the pups are sick, so nothing is holding her back today. I did want to point out that yes, I am wearing my wolf blanket today. It is starting to cool down in the state of Colorado, and we are going to have snow on Friday, which I'm so excited about. Which is funny because I don't like being cold, but snow makes me so happy. So hopefully I'll be sending y'all a community post of snow on Friday. I think that would be a blast. Ooh, bun. That's not a bun. Oh no, Seraph's eyes are going bad. That's not good. So Seraph has come across a very strange item. She has seen strange items before in her days of wandering around Yellowstone, and they all smell of human, which makes her nervous, but this one in particular she thinks is kind of interesting, and she's gonna take it back to her pups real quick. Looks like the pups are a bit spread out. Rollo has a lot of faith in these pups to not just wander away, to let them wander this far. And Seraph doesn't really approve, so she's gonna start carrying them back. Now that she's dropped off this frisbee, she's very interested to see if any of these pups might know what to do with this item, because it even fills her with a little bit of joy. But it seems like all these pups really want to do is nap, so she'll let them be. So Seraph's goal today isn't to strengthen her territory she already has, but to spread her territory up into Crevice Lake by trying to share with them the joy of Eartha and being a united pack, and all of those things that being a united pack could give them. She's a bit nervous because Crevice Lake has been aggressive and kind of resistant to her teachings. They don't like the idea, but she's not giving up, and she's now attacked a fox. It looks like bunnies are not out and about, and she's just wanting a rabbit so bad and hasn't been able to find one. Seraph, your eyes are going bad, love. This particular hex was easy to take, and so it looks like the wolves that were here were very interested in what she's saying. Her word is spreading throughout Crevice Lake, and she's having an easier time, but some are violently resistant, and she's afraid of running into those, but she's really encouraged and emboldened by how easily these wolves took to the word of Eartha and seemed excited. So she's gonna keep going until she gets too tired. She does plan to sleep out in Crevice Lake Hills tonight, but she knows that Rollo will take good care of the pups, even though he's been kind of irritating her lately. He hasn't let them die, so that's at least something. And he was very comforting to her when Hallowheart died, and so he may not take care of them the way she would, but he doesn't fail at it, and that's what's important. Of course, this mother deer is literally right where the hex is, and I can't take the hex. No, this is not good. I'm gonna have to find her fawn just to take the hex. Oh, I hope the Crevice Lake wolves don't know I'm here. This is not good. I didn't roll for today's difficulty! Ah! Okay, hold on. Oh. I found it, though. I found it. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna roll for today's difficulty. It didn't matter because I rolled a 3, so we are staying on accurate, which is good. I always like it when that happens because then I don't feel like I cheated for any reason or was cheated out of an easy day because I forgot. So we are remaining on accurate for now. It looks like the goddesses either trust Seraph to take care of it and don't feel like they need to give her a blessing, or for some reason, they're withholding their blessings. Right now, Seraph is purposely going into the areas where she can smell that the markings are weakest. She knows that the stronger territory is going to have more wolves, more dangerous wolves, more higher ranking wolves in the pack. And she doesn't think she can take them right now, so she's trying to pick out those wolves that may be scouting or just hunting on their own, looking for something for the pack to kill, and she's singling them out on purpose in hopes that if she does enough few wolves of the pack, when she does finally approach the stronger, more higher ranking members of the pack, that they will be less resistant, more open, since the rest of their pack is interested and desires to follow Eartha. And now with only 1% wakefulness left, Seraph is going to fall asleep in the shadow of this boulder. She knows she'll only be able to do this tonight because tomorrow night she's going to try and move the pups to the rendezvous site. She knows it's about time, they're about ready, and that's why she's taking as much as she can so that they're safe and so that Crevice Lake will be more closer to her in beliefs and less likely to harm her family, perhaps even gaining friendship. And you don't really think about that because in our game, we don't really see the wolves that we're trying to bring into Eartha's light and unite the pack. But I would imagine that even though they stay in the pack they're in, if they saw Seraph out and about, they would ask how she was doing, possibly offer help. And so maybe that's why the goddesses have not given Seraph as many blessings, is because they have blessed her with the knowledge of them, and therefore with her spreading their word, she has created blessings for herself. And we're just waiting on poor sweet little baby Molly right now, the runt of the litter. She's only 14.1 pounds. We might actually have a whole nother night's sleep before she catches up. Oh, what do we have here? A bull elk carcass. That is such a lucky find for Seraph. She won't have to worry about looking for food for herself and can simply work on finding food for her pups. She's absolutely going to mark this. But see what I'm talking about? This is something that Crevice Lake probably took down, and now that they're in a united pack, she can have some food as well. But she's gonna mark it and alert to other wolves around her that there is a kill here in case they're hungry. Is that what I think it is? This could feed our pups for a while. That went surprisingly well. Now there is a bear and her cubs nearby who saw that happen, but fortunately they're not going to want to mess with Seraph. And so she's going to take this to her pups. It took her a lot of patience, but she didn't actually take that much damage, and she played that very, very well. Seraph has always been known for her patience in everything she does, and it works. It absolutely works. It just takes a little bit of extra time. She was able to harass the moose and the moose calf enough that eventually the moose calf was too frightened to stay by the mother and started running. And once that happens, there's pretty much nothing the mother can do other than try and keep up. Wow! That Crevice Lake wolf came right up to Seraph, saw who it was, and then walked away. So isn't that interesting? The more Seraph spreads her word, the less likely wolves are there to attack her. So perhaps what happened there is this wolf didn't quite recognize who Seraph was, maybe didn't even meet her yet, but had heard of her, and once that wolf realized who she was, chose not to attack and ran off because they believe in Eartha too. And having met Seraph, perhaps that even helped them kind of ease into believing in Eartha a little better, realizing the tales of this white wolf that is spreading the words are actually true. And so another believer is made this day, and Seraph is unharmed. And so the goddesses truly did not need to give her an extra blessing today because she is being blessed in other ways, and that is one of them. This moose calf is a blessing. The wolf choosing not to attack her is a blessing. All of the things she's been able to accomplish while she's out has been a blessing. The bull elk carcass was a blessing as well. It's so cool, y'all, as a storyteller, to have things in game work out beautifully to help better tell your story. Not to break fourth wall storytelling here, but it really is like, it makes my heart patter so much when the game is like, I'm gonna bless you with this so you can better tell your story. I love it. Oh, we got 4%, but I see names. We're almost there. Hurry. Hurry, Seraph, run! You got this! 3%, let's go! She's gonna pass out when she gets there. Oh my gosh. But it looks like Rollo's done a great job. Affinity isn't even hardly down, like at all. Oh, and it's a good thing she found this too, because the pups had run out of food. I think Rollo might have been munching on it a little bit, but that's all right. He's been doing a good job taking care of the pups, and he deserves to eat as well. But Seraph is gonna lie here for a moment, watch her pups feast upon the prize that she has brought them. Even Rollo is impressed, and he's being extra careful to guard the perimeter so nothing comes to take this prize. Oh, Blue is extra thankful. He pounced towards Seraph to say, "Thank you, Mom, this is great." Blue is a very grateful pup, I have noticed. That isn't the first time that he's pounced towards Seraph in graciousness to her. He really loves his mother. I mean, look at him. He's laying right by her. Molly's got a full belly, so she passed out. So did Eslin. Blue is going to try and get even closer to Mom. Oh, nope. Now Blue's playing with Dad. Blue is definitely a family puppo. All of these pups have eaten, so I say it is time for rest. Oh, it looks as though Molly isn't quite 15 pounds yet, so we're not leaving today. That's all right, though, because Seraph is actually in the mood for being with Rollo today. And since the affinity is doing great, she's going to let the pups eat up on that moose calf, and then her and Rollo are going to go out and have a hunt for themselves. They need the break from the pups. They're about to make a big journey. They might even discuss where they want to go and take the pups for the rendezvous site while they're out. I think she's forgiven him for all of the little mistakes he's made. Rollo is a good dad. I think he's just not as cautious. Like, maybe he's like that dad that's like, yeah, you can go out and play and it's fine. But it doesn't mean he doesn't love his pups. He's just not as careful is all. He is a good protector though. Oh, the pups started a howl. Now the pups are filing into the den so Seraph and Rollo can have a private moment together. It looks like the winds are even revealing that elk is nearby. Ooh, it was a bit of a journey, but we did manage to find the elk herd. Seraph's gonna see if she can't pick out a weak one. Now it is spring, so the elk are usually a bit stronger. It may be difficult to find one worthy of going after. No! As you can see, with them being stronger, they're not afraid to chase off wolves. Ooh, they're gonna have to abandon that hunt a little bit. Seraph is getting too tired, and the herd just ran into a very strong, scented territory. And so what Seraph is going to do instead is focus on getting food that is easy, like something in the grass, baby ungulates. She's gonna send Rollo home in hopes that she can bring back something for both of them to enjoy. Oh, here we go. We got a nice find, and Rollo's not too far. She's gonna try and go catch up with Rollo while she still has energy, which is not at all. Hopefully he will see her and come to her so he can eat this. Aw, he is so grateful to her. That was nice. That was another blessing, a good find so that her mate is fed. But she is too tired to go on. So she will lay down in these Indian paintbrushes and rest. But Rollo needs to go back to the pups. They can't be without a parent. And so now that he's feasted, she's sending him home. She'll enjoy a nice drink of water and then probably fall asleep next to this rock over here while she watches the bison move about. Seraph is deeply saddened that she just doesn't have the energy to keep up anymore, but she knows she has to take care of her body if she's going to last at all. This is it, y'all. Your story is ending. Oh man. Oh, I'm not ready. If you wish to die at a time and place of your choosing, press R for several seconds when you're ready. Otherwise, discover what your fate awaits you when your next sleep is. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, the screen is even dark because she's fading. Okay, I think I know where to take her. So for our story, we already know that Seraph's story doesn't end here. We know that she goes past this and raises Teo. But for our story, we are going to say that Seraph had a dream that Hallowheart came to her and laid with her, and they talked and told her that she had something she needed to do still. And Seraph is not sure if that was her past pup that was talking to her or possibly Eartha. And so she is going to go to the den where Hallowheart passed, and she is going to rest there. And that is where I am going to let her rest in the game for the last time. And the reason that I am not taking her back to her pups to let her pass is because for our story, it wouldn't quite make sense. I know there might be many of you that are like, but wouldn't she want to be with her pups in her last moment? Well, in our story, this is not her last moment. But we need a way for Rollo to go on without her, and perhaps in some ways she does possibly pass, but she is brought back for her purpose. And her purpose is to raise Teo as her true apprentice and heir to spreading the old ways and uniting the packs. Because the goddesses already know what will happen, and they're trying to make sure that everything lines up for the best possible outcome of the future. And so Eartha is calling Seraph to Teo. This is where Seraph laid with Hallowheart in her last breaths. And so this is where Seraph in our game will end. Rollo will not be able to find her. She will be in what seems like a trance for a few days as the goddesses fill her with a bit more life, just enough life to raise Teo. But Rollo will be long gone, thinking Seraph finally took her last breath in her age, and he will do his best to raise the pups. But this is where it ends. That was it, guys. We did it. we got Seraph all the way to age 8, and she has lived her full story. It looks like Rollo continued to raise the pups, but only 4 of them managed to survive to adulthood, so we did lose 2 out of the 6. They will be in the family tree. So let's take a look. And there she is, Elder Wolf, age 8, dead. She almost made it to the rendezvous site. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's view the family tree. Oh dear, it looks like Blue and Mink did not quite make it, but those that did survive was Molly, the Runt, Eslin, Pumpkin, and Leonard. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna reveal them next week, and we're gonna go through all of the pups that Seraph ever had and possibly pick an heir or 2, since she had so many. I mean, she had 6 litters, y'all. She had 6 litters. We have a lot to choose from. Now, you guys only really saw the last 3 because I did stream the last litter with Cricket. But we can take a look, come up with stories, and see who will take her place. And possibly one day meet Teo. Thank you all for taking this amazing journey with me. I know that you didn't get to see all of Seraph's litters, but you got to see her live out her last days. And it was so awesome to do that with you. I hope you enjoyed having this journey with me as much as I did. And if you did, go ahead and like this video. I'm not gonna say the tickle and poke thing. I'm not gonna make it all goofy and cute. Give this video a like if you genuinely enjoyed seeing Seraph's journey and her final days. Also, if you like these stories and you aren't already a part of the family, please subscribe. I love storytelling with these wolves. I love storytelling with Clangen. I love just being a storyteller in general and giving these characters lives that we want to follow. We want to see them have beautiful babies and relationships. We want to see them struggle. We want to see them make it. And sometimes we even want to see them fail because that's what makes them beautiful. And so if you like that, please become a part of the family and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so you can hear more stories, and join Discord. We do have a whole video discussion channel in Discord, so if you ever want to come in and give your thoughts or your headcanons, I love to read about y'all's headcanons or post fan fiction or fan art. Discord is the place to do that. If you can't join Discord, feel free to share your ideas and thoughts and creations with me by going and emailing me any of those things. My email, all of this stuff is in the description below. I love you guys. I don't really want this to be the end, but it is. And that's okay, because everything has to end. And I would say it was a good ending. It was a good ending. But I will see you next week, where we reveal these pups and go over last pups and maybe start a vote of who our favorites are and see where we go from here. I love you again. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for more WolfQuest.